Hello again and welcome back to our YouTube channel at Gardena Valley Assembly, and we're talking about our playlist of eschatology teaching. And so today in this particular episode we're going to talk about the three main views of the millennium. Three main views of the millennium. And so let's get right into it. The three views of the millennium. The first view is premillennialism. This view states that Jesus will return to the earth before the millennium to establish his kingdom. The second view is all millennialism, all meaning without or without a millennial, which teaches that this view that there will be no literal future 1,000-year reign of Christ on earth. And then the third view is what we call post-millennialism, and this view states that Jesus will return to the earth after the millennium or just a very long period of time. Now the word millennium comes from two Latin words, milli meaning thousand and annus meaning years. So let's talk about premillennialism. Jesus will return to the earth before the 1,000 years. He will physically return and set his foot on the earth to retake it and establish his millennial kingdom. This is known as the millennial reign of Christ. The Assemblies of God is a premillennial fellowship. It has embraced this view as a part of our core doctrine. As an Assembly of God pastor, I teach this. I believe it myself. I am a premillennial Christian. The next view is all-millennialism. This view teaches that there will be no literal future millennial reign. The letter A before a word means without, so all millennial means without a future millennium. This view surfaced when Augustine and Jerome abandoned the premillennial view in favor of all millennialism. This viewpoint does not support the rapture. So you might have groups out there, either Kingdom Now groups or maybe a Lutheran group perhaps, that might not recognize the rapture. They're more all-millennialists. Then you have post-millennialism. Post-millennialism, that teaches that Christ's kingdom is now being extended throughout the world through the preaching of the gospel. Eventually, the world will become fully Christian, and then, once it's Christian, then Jesus will return to judge it in a general resurrection. This view developed into a distinct system of eschatology just after the Reformation period. Prior to that, it was literally non-existent. I'm going to put up a chart right now. Again, this chart comes from Chart of the End Times with Dr. Tim LaHaye and Thomas Ice. You can see there the premillennialist view. Christ returns before the millennium. The postmillennial view is that we see the church age and the millennium is rolled together and then Christ returns. And then the all-millennialist view is that there is no millennium whatsoever. And so those are the three views. Post-millennialism and all-millennialism are very similar. All-millennialism has a tribulation in it. Post-millennialism does not. So it gives you a perspective of what that looks like. Okay, so there you have it. Premillennial, all-millennial, and post-millennial. And of course, the premillennial view is the view that most Christians subscribe to. When I say most Christians, I mean evangelical, fundamental, dispensational Christians who are looking for the return of Jesus Christ and the rapture of his church. And I always have to maintain all the views, but then also begin to favor the one that we embrace. Okay, there you have it. This is Pastor Rob Lee signing off on a very short video that deals with the three views of millennialism. Bye.